Good morning, everyone. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes in history, once said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." At first, this quote feels almost contradictory. How can repeated failure lead to extraordinary success? Aren't we taught that failure means we are not good enough? Yet, Jordan's words challenge this belief. They remind us that failure was not something he avoided, it was something he learned from. Today, failure is often seen as something shameful. We are taught to fear it, to hide it, and to avoid it at all costs. From a young age, we learn to celebrate success, but stay silent about mistakes. But what if failure is not our enemy? What if failure is actually one of the most powerful tools for learning and growth? Think about your own experience. Every one of us has faced failure at some point in life. Picture this. You spend weeks studying for an exam, feeling hopeful, only to receive a disappointing grade. Or maybe you train hard for competitions but did not get selected. In that moment, the frustration hurts. You may feel discouraged, embarrassed, or even disappointed. These moments matter because how we respond to failure shape our confidence, motivations, and future decisions. While researching this topic, I explore psychological studies and real-life examples that show how failure strengthens learning and personal development. What I discover changed how I see failure, not as something to fear, but as something to understand. Today, I want to persuade you that we should embrace failure as learning tool because it builds resilience, strengthens problem-solving skills, and leads to meaningful long-term success. To do this, I will explain how failure is often misunderstood, how it enhances learning, and the powerful benefits that come from embracing it. Firstly, why failure is often misunderstood. Failure is widely misunderstood and viewed as something negative. According to a 2018 study published in Frontiers in Psychology, fear of failure causes people to avoid difficult or challenging tasks. As a result, they limit their learning and never reach their full potential. When we avoid challenges, we may feel safe in the short term, but we stop growing. In our society, success is celebrated openly, while failure is rarely discussed. Because of this, many people believe that failure means they are not smart enough or not talented enough. Mistakes become something to hide rather than from learning from it. Over time, this creates what psychologists call a mixed mindset. This belief that abilities are permanent and cannot improve. This mindset is very dangerous because it causes people to give up easily. When failure feels like a personal weakness, confidence drops, motivation fades, and the effort stops. Instead of seeing failure as part of a journey, people see it as the end of a road. Now that we understand the problem, let's explore how failure actually helps us to learn. Research shows that failure supports deeper learning. Education researchers Manu Kapoor found that students who struggle and even fail before receiving guidance develop a stronger understanding of concepts than the students who are given answers immediately. Why? Because failure forces us to think. When we fail, we analyze what went wrong, question our strategies, and reflect on our choice. Failure gives us honest feedback. It shows us how does not work and push us to try a new approaches. For example, when a student performs poorly on an exam, that failures highlight gaps in understanding. By reflecting on those mistakes, the student can adjust their study methods and improve the future performance. Through this process, we develop a critical thinking, adaptability, and independent skills that are actually very important not just in school but in life. When we accept failure as part of the learning process, powerful benefits below. Psychologists carried out research on the growth mindset shows that the people who view failure as a learning opportunity are more motivated and persistent. Instead of giving up, they keep trying, even when things get difficult. Failure also builds emotional resilience. Each setback teaches us how to recover, adjust, and move forward. Over time, we become stronger, more confident, and less afraid of challenges. In fact, many breakthroughs in science, entrepreneurship, and technologies come from repeated trial and error. This success reminds us that failure is not a dead end. It is a stepping stone toward innovations and achievement. By embracing failure, we reduce fear and become more willing to take risks. And without risk, process is impossible. In closing, it's become clear that the failure is not something we avoided, but something we learn from. Today, we'll explore why failure is often misunderstood, how it strengthens learning, and the long-term benefits of embracing it. So, the next time you stumble, whether in your study, your goals, your personal life, pause for a moment. Don't be too hard on yourself. Ask instead, what is this failure trying to teach me? Learn from it. Adjust your approach, then find a courage to try again with a stronger and clearer mindset. Failure may be uncomfortable, but it is one of the greatest teachers we will ever have. As Carol Dew reminds us, success does not come from avoiding challenges. It comes from embracing them and learning from setbacks. When we stop running from failure and start learning from it, we don't just improve our chance of success, we improve ourselves. Thank you.